No one wants a flabby or bloated belly, and having one can increase your risk of a host of health problems. Excess fat puts pressure on the pancreas and other precious organs, so we have to be careful to make sure that our waist stays at a safe size. Sometimes it's the food we eat that can cause that full gassy feeling. Here's a list of 17 foods that may be contributing to your belly fat, so you may want to think about limiting or avoiding them. Number 1. Dairy. Some people suffer from lactose intolerance without knowing it. Whether you have a mild or severe case of this affliction, you'll notice the symptoms are similar: gas and bloat. Swap out cow's milk for lactose, free or nut milk alternatives, and try to limit how much cheese and yogurt you consume. Your tummy might thank you through better digestion and the loss of stubborn belly fat. Number 2. Potato chips. One step that will most likely help you shed unwanted weight around your belly is cutting out unhealthy snacking, especially on salty potato chips. Not only are salty snacks like chips loaded with highly unhealthy hydrogenated oils, which contribute to increased cholesterol and heart disease, they're also packed with sodium, which will have your body holding onto water weight. Number 3. Sodas. If you're already mindful of what you eat, double-check that you're also aware of what you drink. Sugary beverages like soda contribute to increased belly fat, and drinking added sugar can contribute to poor health and hinder any weight loss attempt. Opt for good old-fashioned water as your beverage of choice if you want to achieve a flat stomach and avoid sugar crashes. Number 4. Baked goods. If you're aiming to lose belly fat, then you'll most definitely want to eliminate processed baked goods from your diet. Such sweet indulgences may be a convenient and delicious snack, but these high-carb foods are packed with refined sugars and preservatives. Baked goods are also low on nutritional content, so if you choose them over a more nutritious option, you're not fueling your body or your goals. Number 5. Fried foods. From French fries to chicken, if it's fried, it's probably not doing your body any favours, inside or out. Greasy fast foods may be a delicious indulgence, but they can contribute to weight gain and the unhealthy cholesterol levels, which can eventually clog your arteries over time. This one is essential not just for a flat tummy, but for your lifelong health. Number 6. Processed carbohydrates. If you want to say bye to the belly, then you may want to cut down on refined carbohydrates like white bread, rice, and pasta and choose fibre, rice, whole grain options instead, or opt for a high-protein, low-carb nutritional plan. Number 7. Sweeteners and added sugar. These tasty tricksters might make you feel good for a moment, but leave you zapped of energy and craving more the next. Refined sweeteners and added sugars wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels, which eventually leads to the accumulation of fat around your belly and elsewhere. Consider ditching added sugars entirely, or if you can't go cold turkey, then swap them out for natural sweeteners like real maple syrup or honey, but in moderation. Also, make sure to read ingredient lists on packaged foods, as added sugar is hidden in a lot of seemingly healthy products. Number 8. Alcohol. Sugar's equally problematic cousin, alcohol, is something to be consumed at a minimum, if at all, when you're working to make your health a priority. Drinking can lead to dehydration and water retention, and as we discussed earlier, water weight can leave you feeling bloated and puffy. Also, cocktails are usually brimming with sugary fruit juices and syrups that will send your blood sugar levels rocketing. Beers, even light beers, are heavy in calories but low in nutritional value and will not help you in getting closer to getting a flat stomach or better overall health. Number 9. White bread. If you're thinking not all bread is bad, you're right. It's highly refined white bread that should be avoided when you're working to lose belly fat. Studies have shown that eating whole grains can actually lower visceral fat deposits in your belly, but eating refined grains leads to more. Number 10. Ribeye steak. Wait! Don't toss your steak knife at us just yet. Studies show that eating the right cuts of steak can actually help whittle your middle, but rib, yay, along with T-bone and New York strip, is one of the 3 fattest cuts. Researchers of one study found that consuming a diet rich in fatty, fresh red meat is positively associated with abdominal obesity and larger waist circumference. Number 11. Chocolate. Let's start by making it clear that not all chocolate is bad. In fact, dark chocolate is swimming in health benefits, and according to a study published in Heart, eating up to 3.5 ounces of chocolate a day can help lower your risk of heart disease. Plus, it can help reduce belly fat. But it's milk chocolate that is the problem. Milk chocolate bars are loaded up with sugar and are typically packing a ton of calories. An American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study found that the food that was associated with the most weight gain was chocolate bars. Just be sure to stay away from those milk chocolate bars. Number 12, canned soup. Again, when it comes to canned soups, you're going to want to make sure you're choosing the right one. See, there are plenty of soup options that sneak in a ton of sodium, which not only causes belly bloat, but actually can increase your appetite and hinder your ability to know when you're full. Number 13, frozen coffee drinks. Coffee by itself isn't bad for your waistline, but if you're frequently sipping on frozen coffee drinks, then you've just met your problem. Most of the time, these high-calorie drinks are packed with sugar and dairy. Plus, a 2017 study published in Public Health found that nearly 70% of coffee drinkers had their cup of joe with caloric add-ins, including sugar and creamers. Number 14, pizza. Even if there's some veggies sprinkled on top, it's important to keep in mind that pizza is still, in fact, pizza. It's the second biggest contributor of saturated fat to the American diet, just below cheese itself, and most slices serve up half a day's worth of the artery clogger. Researchers have found that unlike other fats, the saturated variety is the most likely to be stored in the stomach. You'll really want to avoid any of the unhealthiest pizzas in America, that's for sure. Number 15, low-fat pastries. Some people see the label low-fat and think it's the healthier option, but don't let the tricky terminology fool you. These muffins and treats are typically loaded up with processed flour, tend to be high in sugar, and can be high in sodium too. These are all components that add up to packing on the belly fat. No thanks. Number 16, pretzels. Pretzels seem like they're a better option than potato chips, and we already know chips are a no-go. Sorry to disappoint, but pretzels are just as bad as they are loaded up with salt. One study, published in the Journal of Nutrition, even uncovered how salt confuses the biological processes that tell you when you're full. Essentially, you just end up eating more, which leads to weight gain, and it'll go straight to your belly. Number 17, cereal. Not all cereal is bad, but the sugary, colourful kind you most likely ate a kid. That's the stuff that will lead to the excess belly fat. Plenty of cereals are high in sugar, yet low in fibre and protein, so soon enough you'll feel hungry again. Plus, eating a healthy breakfast every day can help you lose weight quicker. One study found that 70-80 of participants who lose 30 pounds or more kept the weight off by eating breakfast daily. As long as you're eating the right kind of breakfast,